He had the disease and died at, age 49.
Rosemary Navarro, a mother of two, has always known something mysterious was destroying members of her family.
It's very sad. It's a very evil disease because it takes away the person that you know.
Aunts, uncles, cousins, when they hit their 40s, they started to lose their minds. Then it happened to her mother.
She wasn't being able to sustain a job. She'd wander off.
Neurologist John Ringman found she had early onset Alzheimer's, triggered by a newly discovered gene.
If you inherit this gene, this form of the gene, that you almost certainly will develop the disease.
The search for answers sent him to Jalisco, Mexico.
We started realizing the number of the families that we saw could trace their roots to the same area of Mexico, that it all stems from one initial founder, possibly 100 years ago, and these are all his or her descendants.
Rosemary's biggest question, does she have this gene too?
If I have two children and, my future is what matters to them at this point.
She got tested. The result devastating. She did have the gene. Her children have a 50-50 chance of getting the gene too.
I am scared about it, but I don't let it take over my whole life.
I'm always scared that, what if I get it?
For their sake and her own, Rosemary is trying to help find a cure. She goes for tests every few months, and she volunteered for a study on a new investigational drug, one that doctors hope will stave off the disease.
Stimulating someone's own immune system or providing antibodies against this molecule that gets deposited in the brain. We're hoping by doing so we will help the body clear that protein out.
If this trial prevents Alzheimer's in Rosemary, it may change the face of Alzheimer's treatment. Rosemary and her family are hopeful.
I'm their only, provider. I have to be their one and only, for as long as I can.